This is a gorgeous view from my front porch that after I leave the Coast Guard, I don't think I'll ever have this kind of view ever again. It's a $1 million view here. Some of my cars here, I got a Nissan Pro 4X 1984 K5 Blazer. I've been itching to take this thing out for a while. Probably do it tomorrow. It's just missing the front drive shaft. I'll have to install it today, just in case I get stuck somewhere. My neighbor's Ranger. He loves those Rangers. And my Kodiak beater. Plenty of these around, old rust buckets, but they serve well. She's a 1999 Chevy Suburban. Very minimal rust, surprisingly. I think it used to be a California car, but I guess the Kodiak rust hasn't really gotten to it yet. It's still in good shape. A few minor dings and dents here, but it's held up pretty good. About 170,000 miles for a 1999. It's pretty good. There's Bambito waiting for us. What's up, guy? You ready? Let me get my keys. Starts right up. Recently the button broke, so it's good excuse to get a new radio. Maybe an LCD or something. Give it a few minutes to warm up, get that oil circulating, and we're on our way to Nyman Peninsula. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. Women's do that hike in the near future. That one behind it was barometer. So in the future I got plans to do the 7 Peaks challenge here. It's best to do it signed up through work because you get like a patch for the achievement. It's more rewarding that way. Bambito used to love playing up there in that hill. Tons of rabbits up there. Except, now that he's a little older, he's more prone to injuries. He gets like an ACL injury every now and then. This is the runway, or taxiway, that goes through Base Kodiak. And basically gotta stop to let the helicopters and aircraft go through. They got the right of way. That right there is a golden anchor. It's a kind of like a bar slash I don't know, rec center type thing. That's Tsunami Lanes, base bowling alley. Base has quite a few storage lots. People keep their, you know, toys in there and store them for the winter. Barracks. This guy gets anxious. Another Kodiak beater right there. A bit icy out still. It's starting to melt, but you know, as soon as I say that, it smells again and melts and gets all icy all over again. So you just got to be careful going up these little hills and stuff on foot, so I don't fall. You ready? This is one of his favorite spots for sniffing out rabbits. These little hills. He can get lost in there for like half an hour just chasing them around. It's pretty icy over here. Smell something? What do you smell? Caught the scent of something. Might be a deer or a squirrel. What is it? Or a rabbit? Seems to be bigger game because he's getting pretty excited. I guess it's a deer. If it was a bear, he'd have like all his fur standing straight up on his back. When I see that fur standing straight up on his back, that tells me there's something big. Now this tent came up in the past couple of months. I bet it's some kind of plan for tsunami type evacuation. We get a lot of tsunami alarms here. Being an island, you know, we're prone to get a tsunami alarm just about every year. And I guess the idea is to keep water and stuff in here in case we have to evacuate to this spot, high ground, good shelter. And here we are, the gates to Nyman Peninsula. I'm not exactly sure if it's Neiman's Peninsula or Nyman's Peninsula. Got to mark the old territory there. I've been stationed here for about, I don't know, six years now, and I think I must have walked this probably over 1,000 times by now. Never gets old. Gets very scenic towards the tip of the peninsula. Come here, rain or shine. I got the rain gear. Because this guy won't let me sleep if I don't walk him. He's full of energy. Tell you, it would have been a great, awesome hunting dog if I was a hunter, because he points out where all the squirrels are, and he'll flush the rabbits out towards me. And he's got a great nose. He's got good instincts. We've run into bears before. I've actually run into a bear on this peninsula, I think once or twice maybe. I think it was just once. And you know, the grizzlies, they kind of want to stay away from people and stuff, and so having a dog that barks at them and doesn't just go up to them and tries to play with them, you know, keeps him safe. By him barking, he'll bark at him, and bears just don't like the noise, and they pretty much will stand still, or they'll run away or something. And the beautiful scenery begins. Here's an old storage building of some sort. I don't know what they keep in here. Probably stuff that's not really used, but I mean, the contractors in Choctaw, the base contractor, they'll go in here every now and then. Hasn't been torn down, so it's probably still being used. Now here in Alaska, it's very common to have dogs off leashes. Just got to be careful. You know, some places they tell you, you know, they got to be on leash, but you know, everybody just lets them wander around. For me, it's a safety thing, because like, if he sniffs out a bear and it gives me like 50 feet of warning, then it's better than us happening onto a bear within like 10 feet. So if you ask me, the smart thing to do is let him be a canine and let him do his thing. Here's the base impound lot. A bunch of cars get abandoned here, and you know, if somebody likes to fix them up, such as myself, you know, there's see quite a bit of potential here. Like that Ford F-250 right there. God, I would love to work on that and get that old beast running. There's a Ford Bronco behind it. I don't know if you can see it. Lots of potential in there for guys that like to tinker on cars. Excuse me. Pretty sad these cars end up in the junkyard. Definitely has some value. And the junkyard doesn't care. They'll just crush them. It's amazing what you can find in the junkyard. I'll have to do a video on the junkyard, because I mean, you'd be surprised what's in there. Like 1-ton axles to the off-roaders, you know, get crushed. I think they don't know the value. Like some of the guys that work there, they gotta know what the value is, because you know, they work on cars themselves, and you know, it's just, I guess it's their job to just crush them. But like, yeah, like $1,500 1-ton axles that can go on like a off-roader just get crushed and sent off island. It's sad. I've seen classic square bodies get crushed. There's classic cars just sitting there rusting away. People, you know, stomp on them just to get over them. It's pretty sad, at least from a guy that likes to work on cars. Oh, he's got a tree up there that he loves to bark at. There must be a whole family of squirrels in it. Goes straight to it every time. Okay. Oh, I heard it. Let's see where I can. Ah, there he is. What'd you get? A squirrel? Yeah? Let me zoom in a little bit. Got yourself a squirrel? Yeah? How many? 5? Oh boy. There's a whole family up there. Good boy, good boy. Okay, let's go. Oh. What, you got him. Squirrel. I see it. There's a little bugger. Where is it? He's just playing with you, Bam Bam. His nickname is Bam Bam. Oh, there's that little bugger. See that thing? Just playing them. I think they expect them every day too. They're like, oh, it's about 1 o'clock. We're gonna go and go wait for Bambito. Okay, let's go. Good job. I tell you, man, before he never used to bark at squirrels, but after I taught him how to do it once, I'm starting to regret it, because some trails have a ton of squirrels and he just barks up every other tree and it gets quite annoying. Kodiak has a number of these slabs right there of old structures. Tons of military history all over Kodiak. Kodiak has a ton of moss too. It's just so humid and moist from all the rain. Tell you what, that tree fell down within the past year, and there's some history down there, because it looked like an old wagon or something. It looked like it fell on top of it actually. Let me go down there and show you guys. I actually salvaged a safe, or not a safe, a vise from this little wreck down here. So this is a recent felling of a tree. I don't know if I said that right. But it fell right on top of this like wreck here of what, I don't know. I think it may have been a wagon that was used for making the trails, and all throughout Kodiak during those World War II days, where they're leveling the roads or grading the roads. That's my assumption, because it had a vise on it, which I salvaged. I just need to fix it up, and so it looked to be some kind of work wagon of some sorts. And here's an old engine block of some sort. I don't know if that was part of the wagon, but may not have been, because looks like there's some fairly newer hardware on there. It's still shiny. I don't know, it might be stainless steel or aluminum or something, but whatever this thing was, if anybody knows machinery, let us know what that thing was. Looks like some kind of piston on there or something. 2 pistons. I don't know. No idea. But yeah, pretty cool. Tons of history here. We'll get on our way. I'm gonna set the camera down for a minute to zip up my jacket. Much better. It gets a little chilly sometimes with the wind blowing. Tell you what, man, he ain't the only one breathing hard. This ice. There's some roads that are completely iced over. Oh, what you got there? Found a nice stick? I tell you, this guy's a stick dog. He ain't no ball dog. Yeah, give me that. You gonna let me have it? All right, come on. That's a nice stick, Bambito. Oh, you gonna tease me, huh? You love to tease me. Silly boy. I don't know if you heard that echo, but there's a shooting range across the waters that's called Saloni Range, I believe, and people go out there to sight their weapons in and stuff. Or it could be a hunter blasting at something. I don't know. Some nasty water down there. It's run off from storage units. Here's another old foundation of some sorts. Behind there are some storage tanks. It's time for him to do his business. I'll leave him alone. Well, my rule of thumb is if he does his business like off the trail, I'll let nature take its course. But if it's like if we're on a trail and someone can step on it, I'll pick it up and bag it. It's just annoying having to walk around with a bag. What I don't like is when people bag it and then they just leave it on the side of the trail. I'm like, come on. You just bag something so it'll last for years instead of getting like weathered out within a week or two. Oh, heard a squirrel. There he is. Usually finds a rabbit in this brush here. The brush love these berry brushes. Protects them from dogs and birds of prey. Here's a lake that's frozen over. It's called the Dragonfly Lake, I believe, here on Nyman Peninsula, and it's got some good sized rainbows in there. I've seen some guys pull some, like, I don't know, like 12, 15-inch rainbows. See what kind of aquatic life we can capture today. I've seen whales out there once. It's just not deep enough, I guess, or wide enough for them to really come in here a lot. I believe it was a humpback, or yeah. If you notice out there, there's some channel markers, and I think the rumor is that the channel goes pretty zigzagged in and out of here. I think it was planned out that way so that during World War II, submarines couldn't navigate through the zigzags. They basically get stuck or something. But yeah, you just got to follow the channel markers. Red, right, return, however that rule is. Not so easy for submarines. There's Old Woman's. Definitely have to do that one. That trail goes all the way across that hilltop. Where are the rabbits? Well, it's we're in February, and as the snow starts to melt and the weather starts to get a little warmer, I guess the grass that's been sitting and rotting, I guess, starts to emit this odor. It's pretty nasty, like if you can imagine, like a rotting hail bay or bale of hay. It's pretty pungent. So every now and then we get some road traffic, so I gotta watch, make sure Bambito doesn't get into trouble. Another storage building. Now there's a footpath there. I'll have to do a part 2 of this foot and make it for this footpath, because there's some interesting history up there as well. Some old bunkers. I don't know what they had in there. Maybe anti-aircraft guns or something. Some old debris from who knows when. You know, the famous painter, late painter, Bob Ross, got his inspiration from his days in the Air Force, I believe, stationed in Alaska. I wonder if he was ever in Kodiak, because some of these mountains look like something Bob Ross would have painted. Oh, there's a sea otter. Let me try to zoom in on this guy. Oh, where'd he go? He went under. Oh. It's kind of far out there. I can't seem to find him. Is that it? He's pretty far out there. Tell you what. Once I get to that spot on the peninsula, I'll have to share a pretty nasty story regarding these sea otters. There's another one out there. There's a lot of sea otters out here. On windy days, they if you come out here when it's really windy during like a winter storm, you'll see a bunch. Kind of just one time I counted, like, I don't know, it was like 24 sea otters just hanging out. They weren't rafting together, but they're like just hanging out close to each other, floating in the water. Okay, so let's see how many we can count. Oh, quite a few out there, huh? There's one, and a bird, a duck, and there's two more that I see out there. Yeah, there's one with the duck. I don't know what's going on with these. I think that the sea otters are, you know, breaking shells and stuff, and the birds are. Looks like he just grabbed a scrap. He's flying off with it. But there's another one way out there. Those are two birds. Where are they at? Well, I lost him. Probably think he dove down to get some shells. But yeah, at one point you could get a king crab out of this area, but you know, with pollution and stuff, there's an algae that grows and stuff, and the shellfish, they tend to get toxic buildups of like blue algae or something, and you can get sick from this shellfish from these areas here. You gotta go further away from Kodiak where the water's cleaner or pristine. I mean, you could probably get away with it, but I wouldn't risk it. Here's another storage area, and some kind of looks like it used to be a bigger building here by the looks of this platform. Now, something interesting about this little area here is that the pine trees, they form a cove, and when it's storming, kind of like the sea otters, the eagles will they'll gather up here. I've counted like 12 eagles just sitting there. When it's one of these days when it's really windy, I'll come out here and see if there's any over here. It's almost guaranteed that they'll be sheltering in this area. It's pretty cool. Hope the memory card and the battery last. Something I didn't really check. How's it going? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Storage unit. Oh, it looks like you found something. Gotta love this scenic view here. Now that over there is called Sometimes Island. Actually, it's over there. See that bunch of green right there where all the pine trees are at? Depending on the tide, you can make it out there. It's a short little trail. But you got to be careful because I've been out to it, hung out too long when the tide was coming in, and I was like over my boots trying to get back to the mainland in water. Basically, my feet got soaked. I wasn't wearing these tall boots. These extra toughs are well worth the money. They last a long time. Waterproof, comfortable. Well, they're comfortable up to the point when you wear them so much that the heel starts to wear out and you start losing that heel support. Then your heels start to hurt. I just basically took some scrap rubber, some shoe glue, and I rebuilt the heel, and I put some heel paint inserts, Dr. Scholl's, and you know, I got a useful pair of boots for another year or two. Now this wasn't here before. They've done some runway work, and all the concrete they dug up, all they did was dump it over here. It used to be all the way out there, but they had a machine that was like grinding it all down to gravel, and I think the machine broke or something. They had to stop. Being out here on an island, you can't just go out and get a different machine. You gotta like ship it. Wind's starting to pick up. Hopefully it doesn't affect the mic too bad. I'll have to set up a Instagram account and bring out my good camera and start posting really good photos. I'm not sure if this camcorder do this justice, so I'll bring out my Nikon camera. I ran into some friends here. The Master Chief here, Ferguson. How you doing, Master Chief?
Hey, Chief, what's up, man?
I'm just recording my walk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Figured I'd let my family see what I walk every day, you know?
This is not too bad a joint.
Yeah. Hey, puppy.
Hi, come on. Come on, buddy. We already said hi. Come on, guys.
He's getting jealous.
See you, brother.
See ya. Be nice. Come on. He got jealous. The other dog got too close to me.